This video has been requested by so many people for me to talk about the timeline from the day you apply for the diversity visa lottery until you go to the US Embassy for the visa and come to America. That I'm talking is if everything goes smoothly, you apply, you win, go to the interview, get the visa, and come to America. How long does it take? And what are the process in high level? What are the process in between from one process, and how long you have to wait to go for the next process? And how long does it take from that process to another process until the day you land in the United States of America? So, it's a long process. Number one, you have to know something very, very clear. You have to know is about how they name these diversity visas. You hear DV 2020, DV 2021, DV 2022, DV 2023. They name these DVs almost 2 years in advance. Why do they do that? Number one, the nature of the fiscal year for the government, especially here in the United States, the fiscal year starts on October 1st. So right now we are in the year 2021. So technical for the government is already year 2022 since October 1st. So number one is the fiscal year is starting that way. Number two is they expect that year is the year you are supposed to come to America. But in between, so for instance, 2021, DV 2023, you'll be coming to America in 2023 or 2024, depending on when you are going to get the visa. So it's a long process in between. That's why they don't just rush. 2021, you go 2021. No. DV 2021, you applied in 2019. DV 2022, you applied in 2020. DV 2023, you apply in the year 2021. DV 2024, you apply in the year 2022. So kind of like 2 years in advance. That gives you the overall picture. What I'm going to talk about the timeline of the diversity visa lottery. We know that the application for the diversity visa lottery, this is the first thing you are starting with. Application usually starts on the first week of October until the first week of November. This year, the DV lottery started on Wednesday of October 6th, and the deadline is Tuesday, November 9th. That is the application, 2021. Then, the results are coming out 5 months later. So you finish the first week of November. So we'll count November, December, January, February, March, and April. Oh, 6 months then. So 6 months you have to wait for the results because the results are coming out in May. So we count in November itself. November, December, January, February, March, April. 6 months. Then the 7th month, which is the first week of May, the results are out. For the DV 2023, the results will be out on May 7th, 2022. So you'll wait for 6 months to wait for the results. That's why I usually tell people, don't stop your life. For the 6 months, you have to continue with any plan as if you haven't won. But not every single day you wake up, you start praying to God just to win the lottery. You can pray God for so many other things, but not every single day, God, you know I apply for that lottery, I'm going to America. Pray, bless me, I have to win. No. You already prayed for that, pray for other things. Continue with your life. So 6 months to wait for the results. Then in May 7th, you're going to check the results. And you find out you have won the DV lottery. What next? You have to, obviously you have to fill the visa form DSC 260, you can fill in the first day you check the results. You can fill the next month, next week, next whatever you want. But you have to fill the visa form. But nobody is going to get interviewed right after the results. The results are out on May 7th next year. That time, remember, they are still processing for the DV 2022 winners. They haven't decided DV 2023 winners. Because the fiscal year for DV 2023 will start on October 1st, 2022. So you'll have to wait another 5 months. So you'll wait the month of May, June, July, August, and September. Then the first day of October, that's when the results are, they're starting interviewing. And they're not interviewing everyone right away, depending on the case number. Your case number will determine when you'll be able to be called for the interview. So you have waited for the first 6 months for the results after applying. And if you apply right away in October, the first week, you'll be waiting longer. It will be 7 months instead of 6 months. But I'm assuming that after the completion of application, which is November 9th, I'm counting in 6 months. But if you count already, you have already applied now, is 7 months. So 6 to 7 months waiting for the results. After the results, you wait for 5 months for the first person to be called for the interview. That goes to almost 12 months, almost a year, for someone to start being interviewed, the first person to be interviewed. 12 months, 11 to 12 months of wait for the first interview. So I'm assuming you have won. That is the first day of the interview. But what is your case number? I believe majority of you, your case numbers are not going to be 1 or 20 or 50 or 300 or 500. Some will be 20,000, 15,000, 45,000. So the interviews are not going to be scheduled in between October or November. Majority of you, I give at least 6 months to 9 months, depending on your case number. If your case number is starting from, let's say 20,000, so you'll wait October, November, December, January, February. Your interview will be around March. So you'll wait at least another 6 months. If you add that, it's going to be 18 months until the day of your interview. If your case numbers continue to be higher, going to 40,000, going to 45,000 if you're from Africa, that takes you to almost 9 to 10 months of wait. More. So if you add there, it's going to be 20 months. So you see how long it's going to take. Then you do the interview. After the interview, you have been issued the visa on your passport. Let's say this is your passport. I'm assuming, I'm not saying this is the visa. Let's say they post the visa stamp on your passport. The day they give you the passport with the visa, you are given 6 months to travel. Majority of you are not traveling the first day. Like, I got the passport today, I'm not traveling tomorrow, because you have to purchase the ticket. And especially for now, you have to do the COVID test, all of these kind of things. So if you have to get the ticket, if you get the ticket today, you're traveling tomorrow, it's going to be so much expensive. That's why they give you 6 months to prepare. And especially if you have a family, there is a little bit of preparation. And someone, maybe you are going to a state with snow, you have 2 months left for the snow to be over. Let me wait for the snow to be over before I go there to the cold coming from warm area. So you add, let's say, 6 months. I don't add all the 6 months. I add 3 months to 4 or 5 before going for 6 months. So if you add there, it's going to be about 22 to 24 months. So at least you'll be having a year and a half to 2 years of wait until the day you arrive in America. So it's not just you apply today and tomorrow you are coming to America. You'll be having 2 years at least process to come to America. What does that mean? It means you need to continue with your life, whether you have won, whether you haven't won. If you have won and you are a university student, you can continue studying. Don't quit the studies. If you have a store, you have a shop, whatever business, continue with your business. Because it's a long process. Don't stop your life like, oh, I've won, now I'm going to America. So every single day, I'm going. Because you might die with the pressure. Let me tell you something in case you didn't know. If you are married and you have children, and you are the winner of the DV lottery, if you die as a principal applicant, the entire family doesn't come. So it is not worth to die with unnecessary things like unnecessary pressure for yourself, just by thinking and going crazy that you have won until you die, and you are going to cause also your family not to be able to be given the visa. So those are the things you need to know, that the timeline and what are the things in high level you need to go through between applying to the day of the interview and arriving to the United States of America.